Hey friends, and welcome to this new video dedicated to Garten of Banban RPX, the official roleplay game of Garten of Banban on Roblox. Today I have some really amazing news to show you, so get ready because this is not a fan game. Everything you will see in this video is completely official material published directly by the official profiles of the Garten of Banban RPX developers. A few weeks ago, as many of you already know, the first ARG map was released. A really creepy map that took us inside Chapter 1 of Garten of Banban, but in a much darker and horror-like version with a completely different atmosphere. Well, today I discovered something even more interesting. In fact, that map was released by a new official developer profile. Not only that, on that profile I also found another map under construction. And of course in this video I will show you everything in detail. So make sure to stay with me until the end because there will be so many things to discover. I am sure many of you will be amazed when you see the details of the new map. And before we start, as always, I remind you to support me by leaving a big like on this video and especially by subscribing to the channel. It's free, but for me it really makes a difference and helps me a lot to bring more exclusive content like this. So take a second, click the subscribe button now and also turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates on Garten of Banban RPX. Okay, now I'd say we can start. Let's get ready to discover together the new official map of Garten of Banban RPX. Alright friends, now let's really dive into the news. Have you noticed something strange? The ARG map wasn't released on the main Jule Games profile as we would have expected, but on a completely different profile called Banban VR server. And here's something important to point out. Even though it's not the official RPX profile, we're still talking about official material. How can we be sure? Well, first of all, because the ARG map itself has been confirmed as official by the developers, so everything we find on this profile maintains the same level of authenticity. But there's an even more interesting detail to analyze. Looking closely at the Banban VR server profile, we can notice that all ARG maps are not published on the main RPX profile, but on this secondary account. This makes us understand that the developers probably wanted to separate the standard roleplay content from the ARG experiences. If we look closely at the Banban VR server profile, some really curious data emerge. For example, we know that the profile was created on September 13th, and on that very day, the first ARG map was released. A coincidence? I'd say definitely not. It seems like the developers had everything planned in detail. But it doesn't end here. Inside the profile, we can also notice the presence of another secret map still under construction. Remember friends, this is not a simple fan-made or player-created content, we are talking about official material, so the new map we'll see soon is authentic. Now, to make everything clearer, I'll show you a clip where we analyze the profile and the map in detail. We'll look together at the main information, hidden clues, and everything that hints at the future path of these ARG maps. Get ready because there are really details that not everyone has noticed. Now friends, we are really getting into the most interesting part. We are inside the secret map. As we can immediately see, the map is nothing more than the classic default map that appears when you start developing a game on Roblox. So, at the moment, there is nothing finished or completely detailed. It is really just a base, a starting point that the developers will use as a structure to build something bigger and more complex in the future. This makes us think of something very important. Most likely, in the coming weeks or months, there will be an official update that will transform this map into the second ARG map. It's like seeing the construction site of a map. Another interesting thing concerns the name of the profile, VR server. Many might think this means that the map is designed exclusively for VR, but looking at the details and settings of the map, it doesn't seem like that at all. If it were truly a VR map, it would only be available for those who can play with a VR headset, but we can already access it normally on Roblox. So, most likely, it's just a random name chosen by the developers to give a particular identity to the profile without any real connection to VR. In short, even if for now the map looks simple and without details, the fact that it was published on an official profile makes us understand that the work behind the scenes has already begun. Now, let's continue the exploration of the map. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.